Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be just doing a bit of a channel update. It seems like I do this about every 6 months and I kind of change things up each time, and it seems pretty overdue for another one. Now, some of you may have noticed with the latest tutorials, I haven't really been putting my heart into it, as it were. This is because of work deadlines and the like that are coming up. Towards the beginning of September, I have a trip and I have some very important things with work that I have to get done before that trip. So I've been focusing really heavily on that. So this is going to kind of be a little bit less scripted, a little bit less edited, and I'm just going to go over what my plans are for the future. Now, I want to do tutorials, and I'm probably going to be coming back to them regardless, but I'm also getting the distinct feeling that this project may actually be onto something and that I really should put more effort into the Hermit project. As such, I've started work on some basic gameplay, nothing worth showing at the moment, but it is coming along and it is showing some promise. And I've also started putting together some basic storyline and how I want to make the gameplay fit with that story. Now, that being said, this does kind of put a damper on tutorials themselves. Now, tutorials, I've always really wanted to be a cornerstone of this channel due to their need for the community. And while I've mostly focused on them, I have done some devlogs throughout the time that I've been here. Now I'm going to be kind of focusing on devlogs for the next little while. This should be only about 2 or 3 months, probably around till the end of the year. I'm going to focus on just this Hermit project and see if I can get something playable, see if I can get something a little bit more of a vertical slice type project. Now, this does mean that there won't be any tutorials during that time. Not only that, but during the next month, I'm going to be focusing solely on work, and that's going to put a damper on everything. I'm not going to have tutorials. I'm not even going to have any project work on this. Now, that being said, I didn't want to leave y'all high and dry, so during the next couple months, while I'm actually working on the Hermit project, I will be posting devlogs and kind of just breakdowns of whatever I'm currently working on. There's some things I won't be going over. For the time being, I won't be going over the terrain system, despite the fact that a lot of you have asked for that, and for that I am sorry. I want to go over the terrain, but it is not a subject that I can go over very lightly, and every time I have attempted to do so, either via recording or with just random people in Discord, it has proven very difficult to explain my terrain system in a short time span. So that's something that I'll have to approach at a later date. But for the time being, during the next little while, I'll be going over any gameplay mechanics I implement, or when I design characters or things like that, I'll be going over how I design those characters. Now, there is one other thing that's of note, and that's the comments that I've been receiving. I have a lot of comments that I have not responded to, and I do apologize for that. It's not because I don't want to respond to your comments, it's simply due to time constraints. I see them, I read them, and then I start thinking of how to respond to them, and then I have other things that come up and I have to go deal with them. So I do intend to respond to all of your comments. It may be a bit delayed during the next couple months, and for that, I once again apologize. I'll be trying to help out with any comments, especially having to do with the inventory system. I know I'm kind of leaving y'all high and dry on that one, and I wish that I could go ahead and finish the inventory system, but I'm just running out of time. So any of those comments, trust that I will respond to them in time. It just may take a little while. But regardless, I wanted to thank you all for reaching another milestone. While we're not quite there, we're just under it. We're getting very close, and we're probably going to surpass 4,000 subscribers in the next month. So I wanted to thank all of y'all for sticking around, for sticking with me. I know sometimes I have downtime when I just don't post anything, and I do want to try and minimize that downtime. But regardless, thank you all very much for your time. Thank you all very much for subscribing and sticking around, and your comments, definitely thank you very much for those. As always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful week or month or however long it is until we see you again.